Hello and welcome back to another review where today's models are the Revolution Trains FNA-D wagon and the Accurascale FNA-D wagon. These models are highly detailed, so let's get into the review. Starting off with the Revolution Trains wagon then, as we can see there's a lot of printing and a lot of detail on this wagon. Starting off with the bogies, we can see that there is a handbrake on both bogies, very fine scale wheels on the bogie. These are firmly attached. If you put pressure onto them, there's no chance of you breaking them off. On the bogie, the hubcap is picked off in a very nice yellow, quite a dark yellow in comparison to other wagons. Along the entire stretch of the wagon, we can see that there is a lot of printing. I have no idea what all of this printing means, but it's just general safety information and what shouldn't be done with the wagon, as it does contain nuclear waste. In the centre of the wagon, we can see that there is a nuclear warning symbol, which is in a metal frame. I don't believe that's etched. I don't know, but anyway, there's padlocks on these casings, which are actually painted in a brassy copper gold yellow colour. Just below these symbols there's a number. I don't know what that number means, but yes, a lot of this printing is to say that, well, this wagon contains dangerous things and shouldn't be tampered with unless they're authorised. Moving up towards the top of the wagon, we've got this wheel here, which I believe releases the little cover. That does come off. It has little latches, and don't roll away from me. Anyway, yeah, these little latches do come off, and yeah, it's a very finicky process. I've done this twice now, and I don't want to do it again. So yes, the wagon is a very nice green colour, very nice dark green, does not stand out in any way except for that white top it's got. Over on this end, there's nothing really else to talk about except for the little handrails, which are firmly, look at that, firmly on the wagon. These are made out of plastic, no etching whatsoever. Sprung buffers on both ends, and they've got NEM pockets, so you can switch them out for magnetic couplings or any sort of coupling you prefer. The casing should slide that way. You can take it off, which I'm going to do. So I don't want to do this again, but here, there we go. I haven't broken anything. No, so that comes off. There's that piece. Got the number on top, 9018, and then you can just place it there on the rail like that, just in case you want to display it open if it's like in the yard. There is nothing inside this wagon except for a weight, so you can't put any sort of load in there unless, I don't know. But yeah, and then to put it back on, you have to make sure it's perfectly on, and then you have to push. Alright, there's one latch. I think that's both of them on. On the other side, it is exactly the same, so let's just have a little look at the front. The front contains quite bare, actually. You got two sprung buffers, which are plastic. You got two lamp brackets for some reason, and obviously the handrails. Here's an end pocket. It is separate from the bogie, so it swivels on its own pivot. On the bogies, there is this little silver square. I don't know what that's for, probably like a piece of metal that's probably on the bogies that the Revolution have decided to pick out. Just on the top here, you've got yourself, let's get that in focus. There we go. There is a little electrical warning symbol, there's only one, and then 9018-0. There's another number, so let's just quickly, no, yeah, I'll fix that, go away magnet. There we go, get that back onto the rails. Yeah, as I said, it's pretty much exactly the same on the other side. Once again, both of those handbrakes, and then the same lifting device thing. So that's really it. On the bed of the wagon, you've got this very nice grip pattern. If that would like to, there we go. The bottom of this wagon is plastic. That's why it has a weight under in the where the load would go. It is made out of plastic, unfortunately. Revolution, please make these out of die cast like Accurascale have done. But yes, it's got very nice detail. Yeah, the hubcaps are once again painted in that very odd yellow. Focus. There we go. Once again, got that number and all of the printing still don't know what it means. So let's move on to the Accurascale wagon. So here we have the Accurascale wagon. Now then, it is pretty much the same thing as it is the exact same wagon, but once again you've got the 2 handbrake wheels, and then the bogies contain a bit more decal detail, which is nice. That's probably just information and whatnot. There's a little special feature about this wagon that we don't see much on models, and that's the fact that it has rotating hub boxes, or whatever you want to call them. Yes, these rotate. I don't think you can see that. Let's bring it closer. Let's bring it closer and focus it. Now I'm too close. There you go. You can see them rotating. This does cause a little bit of friction between the top of the bogie and the hubcap, though, but they are still very free-rolling wagons. This wagon contains the exact same detail. I think it's got a bit more. No, it hasn't. No, it's got less. I think, no. Yes. No. Anyway, so it's got the same stuff. These are actually extra parts, I know that for sure, on the Accurascale wagon, but no number here. As we saw on the Revolution one that had a little red number. Little red square containing the number. Same printing, just got the wagon type FNA. It should have said FNA-D really, but that's how they're actually printed for some reason. Once again, sprung buffers on this end. Well, both ends. And once again, very sturdy plastic handrail. Much like the Revolution Trains wagon, it does open, but with this one, it's for a purpose. If I can just quickly... There's one. And there's the other. Now I should be able to... There we go. Now then, cover, same number, actually a slightly more stretched out font than the Revolution. I don't know which one's accurate because I haven't seen the top of these wagons before, so we're just going to say that they're both accurate. So, this wagon, look in there, batteries, battery holders. Unfortunately, I don't have any of these batteries, so I can't really use the feature that's been used for. But yes, it takes 2 CR927 batteries, which are those little button batteries, flat batteries, little watch batteries basically, and that powers the tail light on the back. Yes, very nice feature that this model has. Now then, this tail lamp is only on one wagon, which is good. It's on. For my pack it's on 9007, but for other packs it's obviously going to be a different number. Let's get the thing back on here. Oh god damn it. Get the thing back on. As I say, I hate doing this. Why have I done this? I make sure they're both on the inside. And well, that's good. There we go. And then they should just... I've had that happen twice now, just like... But on the back here, we've got the flashing tail lamp, which works. And this is really the reason why I brought these wagons. This tail lamp is accurate to what is used on the British Rail network. It's just a little white tail lamp with a handle on top and a red sticker, I guess. It is fitted onto the left-hand side, which is accurate because that's what they use. I don't know what that other lamp bracket's for, but once again we've got sprung buffers, plastic again. Seems like they're a bit scared of making them out of metal. Got an end pocket. Very tight fit on these ones. I wouldn't suggest, if you're gonna have, obviously you're gonna have cup pins in them, but be selective about where you have them, because once you have them in, I wouldn't suggest taking them out. But yes, that tail lamp is looking very nice. On the other side, I've got the coupling fitted, so I can obviously connect it to the rest of the train. I have a 4-car train in total, which is what they run in maximum formations. Sprung buffers again, once again made out of metal. The base of this wagon is made of metal and has very nice effect on it. Mine's a bit dirty for some reason. Well, yes, it has this very nice grip pattern on it, which feels nice, I guess. Moving on to this side, focus. There we go. It's just got the same stuff really, the electrical overhead warning and Number 9007-3, I don't know why there's different dashes, I don't know what that means. The other one had -0, and my other two wagons had -3 and -9. So I don't know what's going off there really. So on the underside, there's not really much to talk about except for a great little wire. It has bearings, brass bearings, before it goes into the hub box. Let's get that focused in. You can just see those on the end there. This wagon is significantly more heavier than the Revolution's trains thanks to its die-cast base, and it is really a fantastic model. So that's really it for these two wagons. There's not really much else to talk about. Let's have a little side-by-side comparison of these two. Here's the Revolution one. I just realised I cannot. So yeah, they're pretty much the same colour and whatnot, and there's not really much difference, which I'm happy about, because you don't want wagons looking the exact same as each other. Sorry, they're completely different. Say that's dark green and that one bloody lime green, that wouldn't be good. But yes, pretty much same details, same markings, same stuff, just different numbers and different fonts for the numbers on top for some reason. I would say the Revolution one on the left has a slightly more fine scale handbrake wheel. The Accurascale one is looking a bit more chunky really, but for the one that lifts up the cover, yeah, they're pretty much the same. So that's really it for these two wagons. Let's move on to some running shots. So here we have the box of the Accurascale FNA-D wagon. The box is standard for Accurascale with the very dark grey box with the line drawing of the wagon, which is obviously very nice, very modern. And in the top left corner you have a Accurascale logo, and it states that it is a twin pack. In the bottom right you have what the wagon is, which they have labelled it as an FNA-D new generation nuclear flash carrier, and then the scale that it's in, which is obviously 00. Moving on to the side you just have a bunch of information. That's boring. On this side you have the barcode and what it is. Mine is pack C, because it is. Yes, and it tells you the running numbers and what livery it is in, which is apparently teal. And obviously you have a barcode. On the bottom of the box it's just white, nothing much going off there. On this side you just have the Accurascale logo and the website. Putting it back onto the floor, make sure I'm not hitting the tripod, and also focusing it. There we go. So, getting this cover off, which is apparently very difficult. There we go. So there's the cover, it's just white inside. First thing that you'll see when you open the box is this. This is about a brief history. Accurascale usually like going into detail, but apparently there's not a lot of history with this one. So there it is. So it's about what it was based on before, which was the 1970s wagon, then it was modernised in 2014, and what kind of classes this is operated by. On the back you have this, which is all of the parts, which is there's a lot of them. That is for the non-battery, so 028. Yes. So there's all the parts for it. There's quite a few, as you can see. Some of those are the separately fitted, sorry, not the detailing pack. That's around the buffer beam, which is just a coupling and a air pipe. In the bottom right of the diagram here, you've got a very important thing. Now then, to turn the light on and off, you need a magnetic wand. If you do not have one of these, well, you're going to have to buy one really. It's not supplied with the model, but I believe if you do email Accurascale, that they'll sort that out. Because there should be one really for £75. Luckily I have one because I bought the Mark V set which released earlier this year, so I already have one of them, so it's not really an issue for me. But if you're owning one of these wagons and you don't have any sort of magnet, you can use any magnet, it doesn't have to be the wand. As long as it's powerful enough, it should work. And you just swish that by the side of the wagon. Yes, so that's that little information leaflet. Moving on to the box. Inside the box, you're going to have a plastic cover. It's held in by these, which is just pop it off if I can. I've done this once, twice now. As you can, there's a lot of foam included with this. This sort of foam is on the deck of the model, and it's not really that important really, but it's nice to have it. Anyway, you've got more plastic coverings. That's for one of the wagons. Here you have your detailing pack, which contains your articulating screw link couplings. I tried putting these on. I'm not going to try again. I got the coupling on and then I couldn't get the air pipe on, and then I took the bloody screw link off and then couldn't get the air pipe on, so I just gave up at that point. But the screw links do articulate and move, and it is just a very nice quality feature. More things inside the box, which is currently out of focus. There we go. More foam. These are at the ends. These are way more important because they protect the end of the wagon and you don't want your tail lamp falling off. There's 4 of them. The holding of the box is just white. There is nothing else in the box except for white and more foam. So the box is very nice and secure. It's very nicely well packaged. It's similar to what the Mark V's were put in, which was very secure. So yes, it's a very nice box. Obviously it can accommodate 2 wagons, and yes, that's really it for that box. Moving on to the Revolution box, which is here. So these wagons are sold separately for £32.95, making them slightly cheaper than the Accurascale ones, but obviously the Accurascale one has more quality features. So this box features a lot more colour, a lot more red, a lot more colour in general actually. You can't really tell on my camera, but that black stripe is actually green. It's just that I don't have very good lighting. So on the box, starting off with this end, you have the scale, which is very nice to know. FNA-D, because they are doing these in N-gauge. FNA-D wagons, that's what that says there. It says it's a nuclear flask carrier. Got a very nice line drawing here. Obviously their logo in the top left hand side corner. It's a very nice box, very nice and striking to the eye. On this side you have the scale again, saying that it is detailed scale models for ages 14 plus. Once again, logo in the corner and saying produced in partnership with DRS, who operate these sort of services. On the Accurascale one it does not say that. On the back of the box it's a bit more interesting than the Accurascale one because it has history and a very nice image of the 2 Class 68s pulling 1 wagon, because these kind of trains always do operate with 2 locos just in case one fails, because you don't want nuclear waste hanging about. So it just has a very brief history. about the FNA-D wagons and their website to see other great projects, like their inspection saloon. Once again, produced in association with DRS, because obviously DRS own these. Opening the box, you've got these two little cutouts in the top of the box which you pull away, and you get very Hornby-like packaging underneath. Get these papers. Two papers. One is about, I haven't read these yet because I don't like to. Oh, it's an exploded diagram. There you go. I would say there's more parts definitely on the underside, but you can see the weight, all of the stuff, lots of separately fitted detail actually, which is very nice. And then they have a comprehensive list. Where my focus to? Hang on. Comprehensive list of all the parts numbers and where they are placed. On the other side is a more history and about minimum curves. Yes, I think. Yes. And also what it contains. I'll show you that in a minute. And it has a warranty. And that's really it for that piece of paper. Moving on to the other piece of paper, which I have read this one, because it's about removing that hood, which is the most annoying thing ever. If I can get it open. There we go. That's literally all it is. It's just about unhooking that hood. And there you go. And then you have all of their social medias and websites. Got YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. No TikTok or Instagram. Should really have one, but they don't. Removing the ice cube, plastic packaging from the box. It's very nice and secure. The top just, there you go, and there's film of plastic. That's really it for that. And then the final thing about these boxes is the details, which once again there's not much of, and they're not bloody paint. I didn't realise that. Anyway, knocking the camera again. There you go. Screw link couplings. Are these articulating ones? I don't think. Yes, actually yes they are. Once again, very nice quality feature to have if you're one of those people. What's that called? It's all broke. Oh, it bloody has as well. Oh, it's not like I'm going to be using them anyway. So you've got an unpainted air pipe in there as well. The Accurascale one is red. You've also got a nice dummy tail lamp if you're only having a rake of these Revolution ones, which would be the biggest mistake of your life. That's really it for that box. So it is time for my final verdict of these two models. Comparing them really. The Revolution Trains FNA-D wagon is obviously quite a bit more detailed than the Accurascale one, especially on the underside and other areas. The Accurascale one has a lot more key features such as the die-cast chassis, as well as the working tail lamp and other things. Personally for me, I would buy both, just one pack of the Accurascale and say one or two of the Revolution Trains packs. Just because each of the Accurascale packs you'll get a tail lamp on one of the wagons, and that would be a bit weird running them with a train as having a tail lamp in the middle of them. Accurascale have not yet sold these separately. I don't imagine they will. But Revolution Trains are the cheaper wagon at £32.95 each. The Accurascale packs are £74.95 each, making them just under around £35 each, so slightly more expensive, but you do get those more quality features, as well as painted details. But yes, these are two fantastic wagons, and definitely fine addition to any modern image layout. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.